How to use ChatGPT for search engine optimization. In this tutorial, what you will learn: what is ChatGPT? How does it work? How to use ChatGPT for better SEO results. Tricks that will make your content better for users and SEO. Identify possibilities to make your work better and faster with ChatGPT AI. We'll understand when someone uses AI for generating content. This video will teach you how to use the world's most famous and advanced artificial intelligence ChatGPT to do search engine optimization better, faster and cheaper, and finally achieve the first rank position in Google. What is this strategy that everyone is talking about and how it's going to change the future of marketing? It is something really big and something really new. Netflix took 42 months to reach 1 million users, Facebook took 10 months and Instagram took 2.5 months. But checked, it needed only 5 days to get to first 1 million users. This shows us that it is a real game changer. ChatGPT is a chatbot, but not unlike anyone you've seen. It's not a chatbot that will give you 3 options and then just reply something that you didn't ask. It's a chatbot that really understands your questions and is able to answer. It is a trained language processing model from OpenAI. That's a company that also has a non-profit side of it, and it will and can answer any question and in any language. We can just easily go and check out how this works. Let us check how to create your OpenAI account and how to start using this ChatGPT easily. Let's go to the website. Start using this ChatGPT easily. Let's go to the website. That website is called OpenAI. It's the company that has created the product. You can Google it. Just Google can OpenAI. They are creating a lot of different products. You can see all of them. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, we can see down here all of the products that they are developing. ChatGPT is the one that we talk about right now. DALL-E 2 is artificial intelligence that we will also be using to generate images for our articles so that it can create any image from any query that you give it. Whisper AI is an AI that helps you create subtitles from video and audio and others. Right. So you can, at the end of the page, just scroll here and click on ChatGPT. You come to the website of this product and then you have to click on Try to ChatGPT is here. Now you come to the sign up page where we can log in usually if you already have an account or just sign up when you have to create a new account. And this is what we're going to do. We'll give them an email address. Now we have to create a password. As always, create a strong password. It has to contain at least 8 characters. And then we continue. Now we've received an email to our email address. So what we have to do is we open our Gmail whatever we do and we click on the link there. This is how this email looks like. We click on the green button, Verify Email Address, and now it shows us this page, which we have to provide some more information on what we are and how we are. So we'll give our first name, our last name. Then we have to give them our phone number. And they will send us a code to our phone number that we enter into the system. Now we can start using chat. We have created a chat account and now we can finally start using it. So you go and log in and this is the screen that you will see here. You can also already see there are 2 parts of the screen. Then the left side, you will have settings at the bottom part. Settings on the bottom part. And on the top part, you have the history of your chats with ChatGPT. Or you can always start a new chat at the top. On the central part is where all the process happens. And you always have, when you start a new chat, you always have some examples. It tells you what it can do, or maybe some limitations. So let's just start with a question. What is the best keyword searching tool? We can have exact conversation with it. Not only we send it a question and then it gives a reply and then restarts. Now, if it tells us something, we can tell it. We can ask it to reformulate that or be more detailed on an answer. So now it told us that the best keyword searching tools are Google Keyword Planner, Semrush Ahrefs, and Moz Keyword Planner. Okay. Can you tell me more about the Google Keyword Planner? And it tells me more stuff about Google Keyword Planner. So while he's answering, we can stop at pressing Stop Generating option. We can, for example, tell him to answer something as a content of table. Can you show me a table of all the varieties of web development languages and tell me the most common used language and percentage of using it? So now we want to see a table that is going to tell us whether the different languages types and different informations about each language. And we can see we get the language types: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, Python, Ruby, Java, TypeScript, and using percentage of these languages. Now, and all of these things, we can always copy and paste somewhere else. We'd like to use this one in Word because we would like to. So we open up a Word account, a Word or ANT document. And we already have a table in Word, or we can paste that into WordPress or into any other CMS that we are using. And we can directly use this content, or maybe we can then, because this is a chatbot, we can chat with it, we can always ask it to update the content that it was just gave us. So let's update this table and ask it to give us the information on who these language types are found. Can you add another column and more informations who found this languages? And it should add another column to the table. See, that's what it's doing. So we have the lot of informations here. Now we are going to ask it to program these stuffs. I have told you that you can get any program, almost any programming language out of it. Can you program script where I can? Click on 3 different languages to select my favorite. Please use PHP and CSS. And now it starts programming. What we have to know is it's tragic. He is not able to access any tools, and it's not able to access websites directly. We can't tell it. We also can't send it to a website and say, okay, go and check that website and see what is written there. That's not working. But we can give it some information. Just paste it into the chat and then ask it about that information. So I've asked it to give me a list of all of the group of 7 countries. It means G7 countries. The International Group of 7 is an intergovernmental political forum consisting of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, and the United States. These 7 countries are among the largest and most advanced economies in the world, and they often meet to discuss global issues such as economic growth, trade, and security. Now I'm going to copy and paste it here. This list into Excel just to show you how that works, and remove one of those countries out of it. And then I'll ask ChatGPT if it can tell me which of the countries is missing. So here's our Excel. We'll paste in there and I will remove the Italy. And let's go back to the chart we were using previously. This is our list of all G7 countries. But one country is missing. Which one is missing? And then I paste the list in here. It goes through the list and it's going to tell me which country is missing from the list. Here is the complete list. So no problems of reading the content that we will paste it into it and then giving us informations. Analyzing that content and giving us information on what is missing in our list. Here is the complete list you can see. In generally, we know that ChatGPT gets some quick updates. You can always check your version that you are using here at the bottom of the page. Mine says ChatGPT February 13th version. So they're doing versions by dates of the month or dates in the year. We will get generally bigger versions, we'll get numbers. So we're waiting for the ChatGPT for 0, a big update that's going to happen sometime this year. But this little versions also give us some UI changes, and they also give us some changes on that how ChatGPT is working. So one of the things that people are complaining about is there are the limitations that are being put on ChatGPT, the people posting on social media saying that it's unusable because there are so many limitations on what it can say or can't say. Could be probably not. Yes, there are some limitations. If you ask it how to create a nuclear weapons at home, it's not going to give you the answers. The other thing that is actually good, as ChatGPT is much better with figures and mathematics. So doing any operation with numbers now actually works. You've probably seen memes on the social medias showing how ChatGPT has no idea what 8 plus 8 or 10 plus 6 is. This doesn't happen now. We can use it to ask, can you please tell me what is 100 plus 20? And it's going to do the calculation for us. It tells us it's 120. That's how math questions work. Sometimes ChatGPT can be pretty chatty. It can give long answers that we don't really need. Now ChatGPT have a stop generating button in bottom. When pressing it just stops the strategy and we can ask it a different question. So in the past we had to wait for it to finish, and sometimes that was long. The pro version of Chat. The Plus version that costs $20 per month is available. You can just use it whenever you want. So you have priority to use it. You should be getting faster response speed and priority access to new features. If you use it for work, you should probably go and buy it. It's incredibly easy to get it. You can just add in your credit card. You can pay with your credit card and it can be pretty great. That's it. These are the new updates of ChatGPT. Okay, now, let's begin our tutorial on search engine optimization. The initial step of any successful SEO campaign is conducting a thorough keyword analysis. This analysis is essential whether you are starting with SEO in general, or creating content that is engaging, relevant, and has search volume. Therefore, we will prioritize keyword analysis as our primary objective as the question number 1. The first question is: we want to rank number 1 for rice cookers. So we're going to go ChatGPT. What are it? Our initial inquiry is centered on our desire to secure the top position for rice cookers. To achieve this, we will turn to ChatGPT for guidance. Specifically, we want to understand the critical themes related to rice cookers that we should cover in our content. We are seeking ideas for potential blog posts or subheadings within a blog post. So if we want to write a big block about rice cookers, you're going to talk about safety of rice cookers, types of rice cookers, regulations and standard for rice cookers. And each of those is going to be a separate heading. And then you're going to prepare a couple of paragraphs about these. Or you can ask yourself, maybe maintenance of rice cookers should be a separate blog post on its own. So, you want to start with keyword research? That's great, but it's important to remember that this is just the beginning. After identifying the keywords related to rice cookers, the next step is to input them into a tool such as Semrush for further analysis. You can do this in bulk or individually, depending on your preference. If you haven't used Semrush before, don't worry. I'll show you how to use it with the code provided. It's important to keep in mind that not all the keywords generated by ChatGPT will have search volume. Therefore, we need to individually evaluate each of these keywords to determine their search volume. We can always go deep into details and go, it told us about, do we have to write about different types of rice cookers, and then we ask some more. What are the most important keywords when writing about rice cookers? When writing about the various types of rice cookers, ChatGPT provides us with an extensive list. This content can serve as a foundation for our articles, but we'll need to discuss whether it's safe to use this information directly on our website. It's likely that we'll need to modify the content to suit our specific needs. Nevertheless, this list is an excellent starting point for creating a comprehensive article on the subject, and we can continue to ask ChatGPT for more information to add depth and interest. Let's explore how we can generate ideas for questions using ChatGPT. For instance, instead of replying slowly on Semrush for question ideas related to rice cookers, we can ask ChatGPT directly for suggestions. For example, we can ask, what are the most commonly asked questions about rice cookers? And then it gives us a list of the questions that we can directly use for SEO. So we want to answer those questions and add them to our website later on in the lessons. We're going to check on how to add the code so that our questions show themselves as the schema for FAQ. You will get to that, and of course ChatGPT is going to program all of that for us. But now we got a list of 10 different questions about rice cookers. What comes up very often is that we have to look for the keywords or topics that we have missed with our keyword research in the past, right? So clients, or maybe you already have a lot of blog posts on your website. It's not that you have to start it from the beginning. Maybe more of blog posts, and now you want to figure out which are the keywords or topics that you are missing. Going through the list of all of your blogs and then thinking about which are missing can be very problematic. And I've opened Screamingfrog. Screamingfrog is a one-time paid tool for SEO where it checks your website in the same way as Google does. It gives you great ideas about everything. And if you want to check it out, here's the link that you can do that. www.screamingfrog.co.uk. I sent it on the website, and now I have all of the titles of all of the blogs on the website. So I'll open a new chat and I'll go. This is a list of all our blogs. What topics are missing and what topics should we add? If I hit enter now, we're going to send this query and we're going to get answers. Now I'm paste all of my titles and you can see that it's not a perfect list because I got it en masse from Screamingfrog. I have the blog title and next to it, the category and the brand name. But ChatGPT doesn't care about that. We can just send that. And he's going to. This can take hours or days with big blogs. We got that in a minute. We probably have that. It's not perfect, but that's alright. All of these are pretty good ideas. In this new chapter where we are going to look into how you can prepare the best SEO optimized article for a very specific keyword. In the previous chapters, what we did is we figured out which are the topics that are important for us and we figured out which are the keywords that are important for us. Now we're going to take one of these keywords and do all of the analysis with ChatGPT, and then we're going to make it write the article and write everything else that it is that can write for us. Everything else that it can write for us so that we get the best optimized SEO article in the world. Let's go and open chat. So the first thing that we want to ask it is give us the most important keywords for our main topic. What are the most important keywords for the topic induction rice cooker? Induction rice cooker is a type of rice cooker apply heat directly from an electrical plate underneath the inner cooking pan. Induction heating rice cookers get their heat from an alternating electric current from the wall outlet. Here we get the keywords. These keywords have to be checked in Semrush or Keyword Finder or Ahrefs or whatever you're normally using. You can find other keywords that you also have to add in here, but this can be pretty good. Now we get all of the keywords that are important in SEO. What is also very important are the so-called LZI, latent semantic indexing, keywords. LZI keywords are keywords that are a bit different that are not directly connected with the keyword but have to be used in the article so that Google has in itself can see that we know what we talk about it. So this is why we want to ask OpenAI to give us all of the LSI keywords. What are the most important keywords for this topic? See, it also teaches us something. It tells us what the keywords are and which could there be here. And we can see that those keywords are different than the ones that he printed previously. So now we have all of these keywords. Now, the best thing that we can do is just get him to write the article. Using all of the mentioned keywords, please prepare an article. Now, the more specific we are with our query, the better article we're going to get. So we're going to say the article should be 900 words long. It should be SEO optimized set for Google and other search engines. Other things that we can also tell ChatGPT to do. The article should have multiple paragraphs. Please prepare subtitles and table with important informations. We can also, some people would even give ChatGPT a part of their own article and tell them to write the article in such a style. And then we get the content of the article. We get title that are so optimized. The ultimate guide to rice cookers. Types of rice cookers. It does take a while. But it's faster than anything ever. Even if you try to write the article by yourself, you're never going to write it as fast as this one. Really not that bad. So we got a subtitle about reviews of rice cookers and buying guide for rice cookers, cooking tips for rice cookers and conclusion. Generally, there's a limit of how much ChatGPT do at once. It's pretty easy just to say. The article is supposed to be right. When you will be producing articles like this, you are going to see that it depends on the query. If you want, you can also add into the query how complicated the article should be. Should this be an article for university level? Should this be an expert article? Should this be a general article? You can always add stuff like that in there and just see. Also, what is important for SEO is that we try to step away from the only words in our articles. Now we have a giant article. We can't go post that directly to the internet. You have to wait for that. But before we go doing that, couple of other things that we need. Can you prepare a meta title and meta description for this article? Every article that we prepare, every article that we post on the internet should have an optimized meta title and meta description. Here we have both of these. ChatGPT is sometimes weird with counting the words, the characters. We know meta title should be 60 characters. The meta description should be 160 characters. It can be too long. You have to check them by yourself. The next thing that we usually do when we want to create a really good SEO article, we go for frequently asked questions and answers. Can you prepare 5 frequently asked questions and answers? For this article, we get some questions and answers. These are the only some questions. It seems that we have the right ones. The next thing we want to prepare is featured snippet. The featured snippets come from web search listings. Google's automated systems determine whether a page would make a good featured snippet to highlight for a specific search request. Featured snippet is a short answer that Google can show at the top of the search results even before people come to your website. If you want to have that, you have to have a summary of the whole article shown at the top of your article. So let's ask it to do that. The featured snippet can be seen on top of search results. There are different kinds of featured snippets I had seen in internet. This can be paragraph. This can be numbered list. This can be bullet list. This can be table. This can be video. Let's check an example for each type. Example 1, paragraph snippets. This one is a bit special because Google sometimes combines featured snippets with people also ask. Boxes. You can see additional questions related to the search query there and click on them to see more information. Example 2, numbered list snippets. This is an interesting case of a featured snippet where Google shows only the first point along with its own numbered list. Example 3, bullet list snippets. Bulleted list is a typical presentation where main points are outlined with bullet points in a manner to show emphasis. Example for table snippets. This type of snippet helps users visualize data for different types of comparisons. A large percentage of Google's featured snippets are tables. Example 5, video snippets. Snippets video provides the best answer for a user's query. It will include the video in a featured snippet. Video featured snippets can be useful for how-to queries. Modern SEO tools are going to tell you where or for which keywords you have a possibility to have a featured snippet. ChatGPT knows what a featured snippet is, and it gives you an answer for that. Now we have the content, the title, the meta title, and the description. We have the frequently asked questions, we have the feature snippet, the last thing that we added. We need before we can go and publish the article is a featured image. Generally every blog post needs at least one image to look nice. Sadly, ChatGPT can't do that, but that does not mean that OpenAI the company didn't prepare a different tool that we can use. It's called DALL E2. You have to log in with the same username and password. DALL E2 is in the same way AI as ChatGPT. Well, we tell him what kind of a picture we would like to have and it's going to create an image for us. The more detailed we are with instructions, the better the image is going to be. So we want a rice cooker, modern rice cooker A with a girl picture. And let's see what happens. DALL E2 a bit more. It's still free, but you only have a limit of how many pictures you can do every month for free. So I need more beautiful girl. It's going to prepare a different kind of image. DALL E2 is not really good with creating images. With faces is not really good with creating images, with specific things, realistic things. But in general, this one a perfect picture of modern rice cooker with a beautiful girl. We can download that picture easily. Here. Of course, we can download that here and upload to our website. And this is all that we need to have the best SEO optimized article. And we paid nothing for that. And we have an optimal article that we can post directly on our website. We have prepared an article without using any SEO tools, right? So we did the keyword research, the topic research, the LZI research. Did all of that without using any paid SEO tools? But what I want to do right now is take this article and put it into an SEO tool that can help you. The SEO usually used to prepare articles. So if I would go and wanted to have the most SEO optimized article, I would first go to Semrush for SEO or any other tool that does that. Get a SEO content template, and then all these tools give you the keywords, how long the article should be, what type of is it readable good enough, are the paragraphs in the right way, subtitles, images, stuff like that, all of that. That is important. These tools also allow you to paste your existing article into the tool and it give you a result. And this is the result that I received when looking at them. Using the article that ChatGPT has prepared for us. Right. So I've pasted the article into the tool. I've made all of the titles. I just have to paste the frequently asked questions. And we receive a result of 6.1 out of 10. And that is pretty good. Even if you would use a different SEO tool and then write the article on what the different SEO tool highlighting. If we go and check the readability, we can see that score at 63.7% in plain language, but still okay. Whatever the tool told us, the article is a bit too long, but we wanted that. And we did that with free tools. And we wrote a good article for free. I'm not saying that means that the article is good enough and you can post it directly to your website. But technicalities, the keywords or all of it that are in there are as good as they have to be. And that is a pretty good result. I've worked with freelancers on Fiverr and other content writers, and a lot of them are struggling to get a result. Out of 9 out of 10 in 10, we get same result with ChatGPT. Is Google going to allow that? We don't know. But in generally, using AI to generate content or using tools to massively generate content isn't something new. Google has always said that it doesn't like automatically generated content. Google was also changed his rules about AI content and is saying that we shouldn't be using that and it's against policy to use AI content. But it's always in the definitions and it's always in the details. Because what Google is really saying is, as John Mueller said it in one of his videos, we can see it in the search engine journal. Google thinks that they can stop automatically generated content and would like to take action against that. Mueller says content written by AI falls under the category of auto-generated content, which could lead to a manual penalty. However, Google's systems may lack the ability to detect AI-generated content without the assistance of human reviewers. As we'll explain later in this article, there are practical uses for AI writing tools and many reputable organizations are using them without issue. First, let's look at Mueller's response to the question about how Google views the use of these tools. Automatically generated content is against Google's webmaster guidelines. Regardless of the tools used to create it, content written by machines is considered automatically generated. As Mueller is quick to point out, Google's position on auto-generated content has always been clear. Meaning that if you are using only directly the content from ChatGPT without really reading or writing it, without checking grammar mistakes and adding something unique as a person, as a writer, then you have a problem. But if you use the content from ChatGPT only as a template, as a beginning of that article and then add stuff to it, then it's not a problem. In the future it will be Google is going to take more and more actions to stop people directly using content from AI. Helping yourself with the content from ChatGPT is not a problem. The creators of OpenAI have been talking about how they're going to make sure and they have strategies for that and they have tools for that so that we can directly try out if some content has been generated by OpenAI by any other AI tools. There are different tools that you can use to figure out if some content has been created by AI. We are going to use one of them, www.writer.com. And you can see that when I've added the text that I've used previously from ChatGPT, it's told me that this text is 44% humanly generated, so probably not too bad. We can also analyze other content that created by writer, and it says in 95% human generated. Make your SEO content really SEO cutting edge stuff. So the first thing that we're going to look at are the fake schema. This is the thing that it's not going to help you directly rank better in Google, but it's going to help you to get more visitors to your website because it increases this click-through rate. So the percentage of people that are going to click on your result, it's going to be higher. It looks like something like this. So in the search results directly, we can open the text and we can see content, direct additional content directly in the search results. So you can see that this search result is larger and bigger. Many people are going to click on that. To do that, we have to create content and put it on our website in a very specific way that is mentioned here in Google's page. That you can also, it gives you a specific instructions on how the code should look like. So it has to say context schema and then type FAQ page, type question and then give the question and then answer and give the answer. And we can give more than one questions in one schema package. So let's get to do that. Let's ask a question and receive a result. Please answer this question. What are the different types of rice cookers available in the market? Then we'll ask, can you program this FAQ schema for Google? So content as it can be normally added to your website. But now it's not going to show up as the content that you can open and close in search results. What we have to do is we have to program it in a very specific way. And now we can see it started coding. When it starts coding, it gets the black background. We will look at what we were watching there. Type FAQ page, type question and then the question. And then type answer and then answer. And then it's going to give even more answers, more than one answer to the question. It's structured in a weird way. Anyway, we can ask multiple questions and add that and tell ChatGPT to program it into schema. Now it's done and we would be able to just go and copy that and put it on our website. Now we can use the ChatGPT to create other kinds of schemas. You can create schemas for products, for videos, for events, for whatever else you have on your website. You can check this schema with Google's Schema Validator. Just go Google and type Schema Markup Testing Tool. And click Schema Markup Testing Tool and Google Search Central. Then paste ChatGPT code and check the rich results test. We can add here URL or code. Now I paste my code. After that, hit Test Code button. Okay, now Google testing ChatGPT code. Results pending. Okay, we got test results. 1 invalid items detected. That's how Google Validator working with schema. In this chapter we're going to look at what are the errors and mistakes that ChatGPT makes. And you believe it or not, the idea that the content from ChatGPT isn't the best. People say there are weird things that can happen when you ask ChatGPT to create content for you. Let's go and check them out now. I'm asking from ChatGPT. Can you give me a list of population of these countries? I figured out that everybody has no idea which figures are correct. Because ChatGPT is a language programming system. It has no idea if it does stuff right or not. It doesn't really care about if the content is right or not. What it cares about is giving you an answer to your question. And the problem with that is that the answer to your question can be wrong. And the problem with this is it is incredibly hard to figure out which facts are true or not because they all look true. You have to be a really good expert in some matter to see which of the things that ChatGPT told you are wrong. I can show you examples from chats that I've done in the past when I ask it to give me a comparison. ChatGPT shows that United States has 331,449,281 peoples and Google shows 338,653,036 population. According to ChatGPT, Indonesia has 276,361,783 people, but in Google 275,908,026. According to ChatGPT, Pakistan has 225,200,000 people, but in Google 236,882,454. It has no idea if it does stuff right or not. It doesn't really care about if the content is right or not. What it cares about is giving you an answer to your question. And the problem with that is that the answer to your question can be wrong. And the problem with this is it is incredibly hard to figure out which facts are true or not because they all look true. You have to be a really good expert in some matter to see which of the things that ChatGPT told you are wrong. I can show you examples from chats that I've done in the past when I ask it to give me a comparison. Calories content of apples? ChatGPT said in small apple, 149 grams, around 77 calories. Medium apple, 182 grams, around 95 calories. Large apple, 223 grams, around 116 calories in apples. But if we check that in the Google, it says 52 calories in apples. So it seems that the answer from ChatGPT is completely wrong. You shouldn't be going and using articles and content directly from ChatGPT and your website. You should fact check them right or not. In this chapter, we're going to talk what external tools that are now connected to ChatGPT that you can use for SEO. So the first tool is I am going to talk AIPRM. Just go to www.AIPRM.com and you can see all the stuffs of that tool. It's a tool. It's a browser extension. You can install it into your browser, and then whenever you open up ChatGPT, it gives you prompts that you can use directly and get directly results. Let's go to Google and I'm searching www.AIPRM.com. Now we are here. Let's check about AIPRM prompts for ChatGPT. With just one click, you can access a curated selection of ChatGPT prompts specifically designed for SEOs, marketers, sales, support, copywriting, and more. These prompts will help you optimize your website and boost its ranking on search engines, research new product strategies, and excel in sales and support for your SaaS. Don't waste any more time struggling to come up with the perfect prompts. Let the AIPRM ChatGPT prompts extension do the work for you. AIPRM is the AI prompt manager you have always wanted. Developed by the team of Link Research Tools and URL Inspector, this software comes from experienced SEOs and SaaS software developers and operators you can trust. Let's check the AIPRM blog. I'm pressing blogs, and here we can see the latest articles. How to generate mid-journey prompts with ChatGPT using AIPRM. How ChatGPT and AIPRM are changing the game, revolutionizing the mid-journey experience. Can ChatGPT crawl live data from URLs? No, but this is often not necessary. Now I'm scrolling to the upper corner and pressing the install option. This will open the Chrome Web Store. We can see AIPRM for ChatGPT extension from AIPRM.com. I will click Add to Chrome button. Now successfully added AIPRM for ChatGPT extension to my Chrome browser. It will ask to access your ChatGPT account. Then tick the Terms and Conditions box and press Confirm button. You can use that to directly and get directly results. There are some different types of filters. Let's check Topic Filter. There are copywriting, DevOps, generative AI, marketing, operating systems, productivity, SaaS, SEO, software applications, software engineering, and unsure. Let's check Activity Filter. It has accounting, backend development, call to actions, cancel, configuration management, and much more options. And Sort by Filter has top views, top votes, and latest updates. I have selected an SEO topic. I clicked on Keyword Strategy and was prompted to select the language. So I chose English. I need keywords for artificial intelligence. I will type it and just hit enter. Okay, this is our keywords list related to artificial intelligence. It shows all keywords with comma in the bottom. We can use this for social medias. Let's check it for Facebook. And there is a prompt for create high converting Facebook ad copy, provide the target audience campaign goals, product/service. Let's start. My audience is young ladies around 35 years. My product is perfume. Now I hit enter. ChatGPT writing ideas. This is a best headline: Unleash your inner goddess with our exquisite perfume collection. The next tool we will be discussing is designed to assist you in composing emails. It's named ChatGPT for Gmail. When you begin drafting an email using this tool, you have the option to either partially prepare it or receive suggestions before clicking send. This tool provides you with an icon within your Gmail window, which you can simply click to complete your email. To add this to Chrome, first open Chrome browser and then click three dots at the top of right corner. Then click Settings. After, click Extensions. Again, click three lines at the top of left corner. After that, click Open Chrome Web Store. Then type ChatGPT for Gmail in the searching box. Then click ChatGPT for Gmail and press Add to Chrome button. That's all. Let's take a look at how it works. Open your Gmail and I'm typing my email. Dear Mark, I'm writing to ask for 5 days off from 15 to November 19th. You'll see a button highlighted here that sends your text to ChatGPT. I'm pressing it and it will suggest a subject for your email and then write out the email on your behalf. Simply wait for it to finish, click on it, and your email is ready to be sent from your Gmail. I can just wait for it to finish, click on it. And now this email is already in mail in my Gmail and I can go and directly send it. This is a fantastic tool for writing emails. I highly recommend checking it out. The best part is, it's completely free, so there's no need to worry about any costs. Next tool I want to share with you is useful for watching YouTube videos or even reading the transcripts of YouTube videos. It's a tool that is called YouTube Summary with ChatGPT. I'm going to add YouTube Summary extension to my Chrome browser. Let's start. Same steps as before we did. Okay, now successfully installed. I just went to YouTube and playing a video titled SEO is Dead, again, thanks Google Bard from the channel called GotchaSEO. I stopped the video before it progressed further. In the video, we can see a new navigation bar that includes options for a transcript and summary. When I clicked on the transcript option in the navigation bar, it provided me with the transcript of the video. The transcript is taken from Google, outside of YouTube, and it can be very useful. Additionally, there is a tool available where you can click on the ChatGPT logo button, which will automatically paste the transcript of the video into ChatGPT. This tool will provide you with a summary of what was covered in the video. We have a video that is 7 minutes long, but we only have a couple of sentences summarizing the important points covered in the video. The extension provides everything that is essential, and these are some of the tools that I find very useful for my strategy. The next tool is Merlin ChatGPT Assistant for all websites. Get ChatGPT response on any web. This works on Google, Gmail, and other 10 million websites. It's free and privacy first. Let's start. I'm install Merlin to my Chrome browser. Then I'm going to Google and I'm asking what is the DALL-E 2 from Google is? It will give me the answer. When I inquire about it, the Merlin plugin will retrieve a response from Getting Data library with ChatGPT. Did you see that Merlin giving data in 8.69 seconds? This is really great tool. There are several other plugins that work in a similar way. The next tool is the CopyLeaks extension, is a tool that can be downloaded and integrated with popular writing platforms and web browsers. Its main function is to detect possible plagiarism in written content by scanning the internet and comparing it with the text provided by a user. I'm going to install it. Installed successfully. Now I'm going to ChatGPT and I have an article about YouTube SEO that's written by ChatGPT written. I'm highlight a portion of the article and then I'm going to copy it to CopyLeaks. Did you see that it shows that article AI content detected? Then I'm going to check HubSpot article. Let's highlight a portion of this YouTube SEO article. It shows that human text. That's how copy leaks working. I've shared with you all the ways tragedy can be useful in SEO and marketing, and there are some fantastic ideas to be found. I hope you found the tutorial informative and enjoyable. Please let me know what you think, both the strengths and weaknesses of the material. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use these techniques, the more adept you will become at using them effectively. Another important update is that ChatGPT will be upgraded to a newer version in April 2023, and it is expected to be significantly better, possibly 10 or even hundreds of times better than its current iteration. If you find my tutorials helpful, please consider subscribing, commenting, and liking my content to show your support. Your encouragement motivates me to create and share more content. Thank you for your support.